What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Weezy. Welcome to Jay Weezy's World. In the lab, just pulled up to the gimnasio, aka gym. About to get this workout in. So it is a beautiful Sunday in paradise. A little gloomy outside. You can probably tell by the way everything looks inside the whip right now. It is Sunday, September 21st, 8:39 in the morning. Feeling good. Got some good sleep last night. A little bit tired from the leg day. Tree trunks are nice and chopped. So got my little Celsius here, just chat for a second while before I hit the gym, get this down a little bit. Don't know if I'm gonna finish the whole thing by the time I get in there, especially with things being sparkling. I don't want to be in there just kind of gassy a little bit, burping. You guys know how that goes. Never tried the watermelon flavor. I usually go for the grape. I'm not a big pre-workout powder these days. I used to a lot when I was, you know, earlier in my days, but now I might get a Red Bull, drink a little bit of that, drink a little bit of this. I feel like with the sparkling Celsius, it's a little bit on the tamer side when it comes to caffeine, so don't get as much of a jolt, but let's go ahead and give it a taste test. It's a good flavor. The one thing about Celsius, I'll say, because it's sparkling, I feel like a lot of the flavors on the can, you like, dang, like peach, whatever this now. Like I'm a big like peach, watermelon, grape, what have you. But with Celsius, sometimes, man, like because of the sparkling aspect of it, I feel like it messes up the whole like flavor profile. Like this tastes like watermelon for sure, but sometimes Celsius could be a little too bubbly, a little too sparkling, if you would say. So, but this is cool. I would get this again, but I prefer the grape if I'm gonna get it. And then grab me a water bottle. I forgot my tumbler at the house. Not tumbler, but you know, like little EDC, or everyday carry, as my wife would say. So I got the Fiji water right here because I felt a little bourgeois with my water today. Are you guys water snobs? That's what some people try to say, is like, if you don't drink like Aquafina, or if you don't drink or Dasani, like if you only go for the upper tier, I guess you could say. And I'm more of like a spring water. Let's talk about this. Me personally, the only water I like to drink is spring water, like 90 to 95% of the time. Like Fiji, you know, they say like you can see on the bottle where it's sourced. And that's kind of one thing that I'm big on, and it may be a lie, but like Saratoga water was a big thing for a little bit, you know, from old boy online. But I knew about Saratoga water well before that. I forget what the dude's name is, but he had it all in his videos where he kind of timestamp his day, and it became a big thing. But Saratoga water used to be from Saratoga, New York. And on the bottle, it would say from Saratoga, New York. If you look it up, it would show where, the not mountain, but like the water source it came from, with all the minerals and everything. And ever since they sold to Nestle, you look at the bottle, it says it's sourced in like Pennsylvania or something like that. So I'm big on kind of looking where it's sourced. Like Crystal Geyser, like comes from 4 different places, I think, like somewhere in California, and like 3 other sources across the US, but it tells you the spring it comes from. And the reason why I say all that is excuse me, all this like purified water is this processed water, which water is good, but a lot of it doesn't have any nutrients in it, like any natural stuff. Like when people complain about like Arrowhead, it tastes funny. That's because it's the minerals inside the water that you're not used to drinking. You're supposed to have that flavor. You're supposed to have minerals because that's like, you're not actually hydrating yourself. So if you talk to, you know, if you hear a lot of athletes, because I'm a certified athlete, that's why I'm saying all this, they'll tell you like put some pink salt or some salt in it, whatever it is. Anyways, so I much more prefer to spend a little bit more money, not just on the brand, because again, like Saratoga will charge you an arm and a leg, but it's not from what they say it is. It's just processed water. It used to be from there, But if I can, I'll try to get Arrowhead, or I'll try to get some sort of spring water. because it's supposed to come from a natural spring. It's on the label, so gotta lean towards believing it. But also the flavor of the water is usually gonna kind of tell you if it's from a spring. There's a big difference in the taste from processed water to like an Arrowhead. So I'm not trying to, this is not sponsored by Arrowhead. So, but what are your guys' thoughts on water, I guess is what I'm asking. I think it's very important, right, to stay hydrated, so on. You could drink a gallon a day, but if it's a gallon of processed water, it's just gonna run right through you. Is your body getting the nutrients it needs to make those gains? I don't know if it is. But this is a sugar-free white peach, liquid IV. Look, I'm telling you, the sugar-free peach, I came onto this, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, because I just stuck with the lemon lime forever. The sugar-free white peach is #1 right now. I've had a lot of flavors when it comes to liquid IV. Had their watermelon, lemon lime, grapefruit or passion fruit, I think it was. That one's pretty good. I don't like flavors that are over the top. Like they got the little like bomb pop looking one that is, when things become trendy, I kind of like lean towards not getting it. You guys like that too? Like when you see people jump all over something, especially even kind of liquid IV, like I even kind of was like, should I get it anymore because it's becoming too popularized? So does that mean they changed the profile? Why are they promoting this so much now? Like sometimes I get skeptical by those things. Am I the only one that's like that? But hello, sir. I kind of walking up on my car. But anyways, time to go get this workout in. I feel a little bit bloated and I don't know why, and I hate that feeling, which is probably not a good idea to drink this. So what I'm gonna do is hit the sauna first and stretch. Today is a very basic day. Today is cardio and core. And let's go ahead and get it in. I'll see you guys here in a minute. Oh, and it's Sunday, so got a meal prep, get that in. Football's going on today. I'm honestly not even prioritizing sports, I'm prioritizing this. The D-backs do play a little bit later. I'm hoping they win. I'm hoping the Cincinnati Reds lose. Hoping that the Mets lose. We need to make the playoffs, but even if we make the playoffs, do we have the pitching to really justify? Can we even get anywhere? We'll see. Quick question. What are your guys' thoughts on people like seeing this? I'm not one way or the other. It's just a general observation. Because I like to people watch and look at people's behaviors. That's, one of my, part of my profession is, people's behavioral learning. Sandals in the gym, like Crocs, sandals, slides while you're working out, it for me is not something that I'm used to. It's obviously a thing now. I'm not looking to stop it. Just an observation. I just feel like it's different. What are your guys' thoughts? Leave it in the comment section. If you'll ask me, I would never do it personally, but I just notice it with the generation coming up behind me. But it's not even just them, it's my generation too, coming in with the Crocs, what have you, coming in pajamas and looking just, I don't know, just an observation. But anyways, I'm gonna get in this core cardio. It is Sunday, so I'm gonna keep it easy today so I can go home, meal prep. So that's usually on the agenda for Sunday, is meal prepping. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this workout in, head home, and get the work week started. All right, let's go ahead and get this core workout in. But first, I wanna show you guys this chair. If you're not familiar with it, it's definitely a good tool that I like to utilize. Yesterday was leg day, and I like to use this machine actually a few days a week. And not that bigger folks like myself are not flexible, but I myself am not very flexible. But in addition to that, because I don't want to offend anybody, is because of my size, there's only certain movements I can do when I want to stretch out my legs, right? I can only bend so much. So this chair is going to allow me to be able to stretch out my hamstrings, my glutes. Here I'm going to sit Indian style, where again it's going to get those inner thighs, the hamstrings, the glutes, and offer some assistance. I don't really see many people utilizing the chair. It seems like it's always the same folks. But other than that, they're kind of empty and not really being used. For me, this is definitely a tool I like to put into my toolbox and use every time and pull out every time I'm going to stretch out my legs, especially if I know I'm going to have a longer cardio session, or if it's post leg day. And really just 3 or 4 days a week, I'm going to utilize it just to kind of keep those legs loose. And I'm going to get in some frog squats and again stretch out those glutes and hamstrings because they can get tight. I'm sure if you experience that, you know exactly what I mean. So today's core workout is going to be focused around cables. It's not going to be any groundwork. It's not going to be machine crunches. And the first movement I'm going to do here is some inspo I picked up a while back. That honestly, this is the first time I'm actually trying it, and for me, it's a winner. I believe it's called Joloff presses. I'll put it down here below. But grabbing the cable and putting it to the center of your mass and having it right at the middle of between your stomach and chest, so your waistline, and having the cable set to a weight to where your body is essentially resisting from twisting. So keep your arms straight and push forward, and it's going to work the entire center of my core. After that first set, I was like, okay, yeah, this is something that I'm going to stick with and implement. I felt it all down the center of my stomach. And so it's causing me to, when I'm pressing forward, it's causing me to want to twist, as I'm kind of explaining here. Where as long as I'm sitting or staying still and I'm pressing, I don't really feel any work being done, like a chest movement or a triceps. I literally feel it all just in my core. So I did 3 sets of 15 with 20 with that. Now I'm going to go ahead to what I call a trunk twist. That I'm sure that's probably not the exact name, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the cable towards me. So again, where I have enough slack, so I just twist at my waist, and when I come back, I twist all the way back, and I kind of pause. So pause. Again, right now what I'm doing is working the center abs, and I'm also working those obliques. I've talked about this in my previous videos. I'm trying to do core a couple days a week because as I continue to lose weight, because the goal is to get down to a nice size, and I'd like to tighten up my waist as much as possible. And I'm already seeing the benefits. If you guys check out my non-scale victory video, you guys will see that I continue to drop inches within my waist. These next ones are going to be some side crunches. Some people call them suitcase carries or suitcase squats. You can do this with a dumbbell too. But I'm essentially grabbing the cable and I'm just pulling to the side with my waist and squeeze. And I'm squeezing with my side, and I'm working again my sides or my obliques. Again, I just want to hit the stomach from different angles. I'm knocking out this cardio. I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.